What up, y'all? I'm here. Y'all see me? Now you don't. How y'all doing? Come on in here, please. Is is Black History Month for everybody? Is it for everybody? I've been seeing a lot of posts and tweets and a lot of so I want to bring some clarification to what Black History Month is. And I'm gonna speak about it from a couple different points of view, like I always do. So in the meantime, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Rocky can hear me. He looked at me like, nigga, I'm trying to sleep. And here you go talking. Rocky just rolled his eyes at me like, nigga, I was sleeping good. Now you running your goddamn mouth. All right, cool. You can hear me? What's up, Brooke? What's up, Savon Scott? What's up, R. Boone? Infinite One Lives. Appreciate all y'all for joining. I'm over here rolling a blunt, and when I lick this blunt, get it all nice and sealed. We're going to get into talking. We are going to get in to talking once I lick this up. Hold on. Come on now. Some of my shit came out. No. Get back in there. Get back in there. There we go. What's up, chat room? We're going to be talking about today, is Black History Month for everybody? This, if y'all notice, Black History Month, pay attention, started out on February 1st on a full moon. February 1st, full moon. I think that was a 9 of spades day. For my, what's up, Sean Green? For all my people in here who know where to find my card website, breakthroughcards.com, tell me the card of February 1st. I don't even know what card that was. I didn't look. Somebody tell me the card of February 1st. Because that's when that shit all this shit got cracking when Shabuzi took away Black American innovations in America when he said that immigrants built this country. That's how all this shit got started. And what we gonna do is what we gonna do, y'all, is we gonna talk about that. The immigrants built this country. We're gonna talk about more about that tomorrow because tomorrow's show we gonna focus in on some shit that was said on Hot 97 this morning. Oh, Jack of Spades. Okay, the Jack of Spades is a liar and the thief. That's crazy that happened on this February 1st. Jack of Spades is the card of the lying thief. That's the thief in the deck, the deceptive one. The one that'll steal your house right from under you. Not saying all of you people born February 1st are like that. But that is very much so within your realms on your lower vibration. Everything has a high and low vibration. The low vibration, the low manifestation of a Jack of Spades is lying and thievery. That's the low manifestation of that card. Full moon represents, that's the emotions coming out. That's moon is underlying emotions. So understand that the moon always, the moon, one of the representations of the moon is underlying emotions to things. And one thing about full moon also represents, that's when the highest manifestation of things happen. Full moon represents when things are starting to going to get, after full moon is what you get called, like right now we're at a waning moon. Moon starts to go down. So after full moon is a reduction in things. So one thing I can look at spiritually, what that represents, that happening on that day, is a maximum of this, and sort of as we move forward, a change of pace. We're about to start seeing people getting less comfortable talking like the way they've been talking. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow, though. So what's up, good? What's up, Sherelle, Brian, Pamela? Let's get into Black History Month. We've been seeing what I've been seeing across social media, especially this week. A lot of people saying Black History Month is for everybody. You got here just in time, Sherelle. We just now done jumping into the topic. Um, it's been a whole lot of Black History Month is for everybody, and let's break that down. I gotta admit, as Black Americans, me included, sometimes in the past, we've included African history to Black American History Month. Black History Month. Say, come on, Rocky. Come out. Wanna come out? Come on. You're Rocky. Rocky's so cute. Come on. Come on, Rocky. That's my little nigga right there. Come on, Rocky. Come sit next to me, Rocky. Come on, homeboy. All right. Let's go. So we gotta say this. We gotta say that a lot of your Black history stuff back in the day. I remember how it was when I was in school. They made a lot of Black history stuff in merchandise in the African green, yellow, and red colors. Y'all remember that? Yeah, Pamela, we've been inclusive, very inclusive, but that was never, never, never respected. And that's a major reason why we are where we are right now. And that's something that these people across the diaspora and these Pan-Africans, they're not giving us credit for. They're not giving us credit for our overall inclusiveness that we've had. We've been very inclusive. And if y'all notice, none of these Pan-Africans, none of these people that have an issue with those of us who call ourselves either FBOA or freedmen or whatever, none of them are giving us that credit. You know how I see that? I see that as our movement is where we are right now. I see this as us correcting a mistake. We, I think what we've done is we've seen the mistakes that we made. We've been trying this for a long time, but we're not retarded, you know? Well, some people are retarded. Some people are retarded. Some people got to make the same mistakes 1,000 times over before they get the message. So, well, we seen that as a mistake, and now we're correcting mistakes we've been making. I can't do that. What I won't even say it could be seen as a mistake. It could also be seen as us really having faith and putting the good foot forward. That's the way I see it. We put our best foot forward, but our best foot forward wasn't respected, and it hasn't been respected also for the last 60 years. There's been mass immigration. So we get to where we are right now. Somebody said Ohio in the building is cold as ice out here. That's crazy, because it was 86 degrees today in LA. That's crazy. He said it's cold in Ohio. My bad. FBA all day. Salute to you. But we had an 86 day today in LA. You know what I mean? Rocky was getting hot when I walked him. I couldn't even take Rocky for a full walk. It's so goddamn hot in LA today. Ain't that right, Rocky? But yeah, our humanity is a double-edged sword. Rocky, come on. You little big head nigga. Y'all cold? Y'all still got snow on the ground? No disrespect to the people with snow on the ground. I thought that was just funny. What's up now to 86, 97? Yeah, we had 86 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to cool off, though. I feel y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we going to cool off, too, y'all. We going to cool off tomorrow, too, y'all. Tomorrow we going to be at, it's going to be 76 degrees tomorrow. So I feel y'all. I feel y'all. We gonna cool off to a brisk 76 tomorrow in LA. And then next week it's gonna be back down to 67 degrees. So I'm gonna be freezing with y'all next week. When LA drops down to 65 degrees next week, I'll be freezing with y'all. But for right now, my life in the sunshine. Do 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 do. Everybody loves the sunshine. Do 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 do. I just fucking with y'all. Now back to what I was talking about. So 65 gonna be freezing. Look, we had 86 degrees today, man. 65 gonna be freezing next week compared to today. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm gonna have to throw some sweats on next week. Ain't that a bitch? Mitch, ain't that a bitch? I'm gonna have to throw on sweats and possibly a hoodie next week. God damn. Life is unfair. Life is unfair. Life is so unfair. I'm gonna have to wear sweats next week. These basketball shorts are comfortable. But back to what I was talking about. So, yeah, we might get some rain next week, too. Shit. It's going to be like 2 days of rain. But back to what I was talking about. So, we put our good foot forward. We tried our best. Now we're switching it up. We're switching it up right now. So let's get into the true essence of Black History Month. Black History Month started as Black History Week by Carter G. Woodson. And I'd recommend everyone within the earshot of my voice Read Carter G. Woodson, all of his books. I'm actually rereading a book that I bought about 10 years ago, and I kind of scammed through it. I never read it. I read it, but I kind of sped read it. I didn't really sit in it. I'm going back and reading Carter G. Woodson's History of the Negro Church. But Miseducation of the Negro, especially the original one, if you can find it. Sometimes you can go like on archives.gov. You can go like on some of those archive websites, and you can find the original version of Miseducation of the Negro. The rewrites have been cool too. They're good too. But they do leave out key information. But you still get the gist of it with the current versions. But you got to get the original version if you can find it. Miseducation of the Negro. You know, Carter G. Woodson was somebody who really taught our history and understood our history and understood the reason why we needed a history. Because if you look at when he wrote his book in 1934, Carter G. Woodson was an original black graduate of Harvard University, and it was at Harvard University and Howard University, not Howard and Harvard and also at University of Chicago. That's where the Rockefellers got a hold of curriculum, and the Rockefellers spent the late 1800s into the early 1900s rewriting history. So when the Miseducation of the Negro drops in 34, we see Carter G. Woodson was able to live some of the changing of that history. And in that book, Miseducation of the Negro, he basically talks about how with a Western education, the Western education basically creates a coon mindset, and how Mr. Woodson, Dr. Woodson, had to be basically re-educated. And we as black people must go through a re-education process because we've been miseducated. And the miseducation now, 100 years later, is far worse than it was back then. It's far worse now. Yeah, you're right. The activist, he said it took him 30 years to shed the white supremacist mindset. He thought that he, Dr. Woodson thought that he was better than the average Negro because of his education, because of his upbringing, because of these Western standardized ideals, only for him to find out that he was in it with the rest of us. Yeah, 1990, Tez, it does take a long time to get your mind stable. It took me, from my years working with kids and being in the middle of things and going, when I actively started to rid my mind of the brainwashing from church, from school, from propaganda, it took I was angry the first 5 years.